Hello everybody, and welcome back to a new video. And we're on the hardcore server. Single player again. It's episode 8. I know it for a fact. There we go. It's episode 8. We're back on the hardcore series, and so excited to get this one started. And let's go say hi to Gerald. Hi mate. How you doing, Gerald? Hi dude, how you doing today? Nice. Any sales? Yeah. Cool. I'm not gonna talk to Gerald anymore. He's a little bit explosive. I realized that we didn't build a field in the last episode, and we haven't done for a couple of episodes now. Actually, no, we built this one. We built this one 2 episodes ago. But we've only built 3 fields, and we're on episode 8. So we have some catching up to do, because I want to get a field in here every episode from now on. And this episode's gonna have 2 fields, maybe even 3. But I was supposed to get this one up in the last one, so I think it's just right that we go ahead and build this up right now. So let's hop in to some fast time-lapse mode and get this one built. Alright, wheat field all done and dusted, and the stables are looking more and more completed. Still growing here, but I think this can actually look really nice here on the end, with just a little bit of a wheat field. Now, the next order of business in this video is gonna be something big, and I've actually been thinking a lot about this lately, and it's how I kind of want to transform this place, because I'm starting to feel like we're swaying from what I want, and there's just buildings. They don't really have a meaning. There's no story. There's no character to any of these builds, really. The only build I would say that has character is Gerald's store at the moment, and that's just Gerald. So, yeah, we need to work on that. And I want to get on a massive project and actually transform this place and the buildings that we've already made, and then the buildings we are going to make. And I want to do that by starting to make a copper farm. And then after we made the copper farm, I want to start steampunking up this area. I want moving things, or well, they're gonna look like they would be moving, but they're not gonna be moving. So I think this is gonna start to look amazing once we start getting the steampunk details into all these buildings, and we can really get started on that. But we have a lot of work before we can get enough copper for roofs, for pipes, for gears, everything that we're gonna need copper for. And I want a lot, and I'm tired of mining copper. So what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna build a drowned farm, not a guardian farm. We did that in episode or season 1, not episode 1, and that was a big project, and took me many hours. This one is probably not gonna take us long, but hopefully we can get some work done. And I need to figure out where I want to build this, and my plan is to build it over in that direction or that one. So let's see, west. We need to build, it needs to be built facing west, so that way. So building it over here wouldn't work because so yeah, over this way is where we're going to be placing this. And I want it to be close enough so that we can see it. And so west is this way, then the stairs, so the wings are going to be that way and that way, I believe. Yeah, that should be good. And I want to transform this in the future into a flying balloon, or what is called a blimp. That's the word I'm looking for. And also there's a lot of bees over here. I want to kind of pair this thing up with a bee farm, because it's gonna be copper, so we might as well produce bees in the area meanwhile. So let's just try to capture some of these bees here in their hives. You can find a hive. There is this. There's so many bees here. What? There's no flowers. Good. We're gonna drink it. We're gonna do a heist. Yeah, I don't think anything got angry, actually. I think we're good. None of these guys are angry. Nope. Alright, materials gathered up here. We have a lot of building blocks. We have some spruce trapdoors. We have chains. We have a little bit more stuff in here. Not too much to build this farm, surprisingly. But I think it's going to be a good farm. I have the schematic loaded up. It's right there right now. We need to get it in the sky over there somewhere. And we need to get cracking. So I say we hop into time-lapse mode for the second time in this video. And get this copper farm built. Here the farm is completed in its final state. We have the spawning platforms, which are these two right here. Oh, what the? Okay, got scared there for a little bit. Which are these two things here. We're gonna put snow golems in these things right here. They're gonna go walk in towards these as they get aggroed by the zombies going through here. Because they're gonna get targeted and hit by snowballs, and then they spawn reinforcement basically, and they come in, they drown, and they go to the middle point, which is right over here. I don't know if this makes any sense, but if it doesn't, go ahead and check out Shulkercraft's video in the tutorial, or go check out the original creator of the farm. I can't remember his name. It's something with Criminaless. I'll read both of the descriptions down below, and yeah, this farm exactly is refined by Shulkercraft, but the original design is by Criminaless, or however his name is. But I leave both of those links in the description. So this farm is almost done. We have a little things to work on, and one of them being all these snow golems. So the more snow golems that you have, the better the farm runs. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 times 4, which is 24. Okay, yeah, the optimal number, I don't know if I said it was 8, but the optimal number is 5 each of this one. So it maxes out about 120 snow golems at each layer. So that's quite a few. And right now I don't have any snow, nor do I have any pumpkins. So I guess we gotta go find some snow first of all. And also start growing up a new pumpkin patch so we can actually get this farm operational in this video. But down here, it's super simple as well. It's just a super simple sorting system. I actually have to set up the sorting systems as well. So not everything goes into lava, but all the rotten flesh basically is going to go into this lava here. And all the copper will go down in here and into the storage, which is super lovely. So I just have to set these up. But I didn't have the blocks with me now. So let's go and make a pumpkin patch first of all. Quite a few mobs down here. And stuff is blowing up. I'm just gonna do the smartest thing and just ignore it all and just run. So that I can sleep. Alright, all slept. It's day. We are safe and sound. And let's just deep some of the materials that we used and let's get this pumpkin patch built. I want to build it in a place so that we don't have to remove it while we're expanding the village. Alright, a quick little pumpkin farm. I'm gonna bone meal some of these up, and we should be starting to get some pumpkins in here, which will be great for our snow golems. And now we just have to head off and find a bit of snow. It shouldn't be too hard actually, because I think I know where some mountains are. Okay, so if we head in this direction, we're gonna do a little bit of exploring in this episode, which I think is gonna be a little bit fun. Actually, we have horses now. We should be definitely taking them. I forget this. I actually have some names that we're gonna name these guys later on, but I need some emeralds for that. And this guy's grown up actually, so it's time to tame him and go grab a saddle. There we go. That took way too long. Actually, is he even faster? I don't think he is. No, he's not. Oh, that's sad. He's a nicer color of dark or black. Well, I guess we're going with this guy then. Let's go off to adventure. Oh, we did not have to go far. I thought it was a little bit further, but whatever. That's fine. That's good, because then I have more time for other stuff. So let's go ahead and grab a little bit of snow, and we'll head back and we can make a snow generator. Alright, I've kind of set up a little bit of a snow farm here in the back, in the storage system. Got a little bit of snow so far, but don't have that many pumpkins yet, only 48. The farm is cracking along down here. It's a very simple farm. I think I showed you it, but maybe I didn't. Nonetheless, I did, then you're gonna see it again. But if I didn't, here it is. And this is literally everything. Nothing more than this. We're gonna be making a automatic one in the future, but I want an actual building for that. For now, this is kind of my farming area, so I just put it here, and it'll make do. But let's head over and start placing down these columns, I guess you could say. But yeah, it's looking very ugly from here, but hopefully once we get a big blimp around this, it's gonna look amazing. Still need to start working on that, but that's gonna be a while away. But it isn't really that hard, or should it be that hard to get these in here? So what I think I need to do is just start somewhere, and I need to break that block, and then above here. So this one's gonna be a little bit annoying, but I think we can manage just like that. Then we place a pumpkin on top of here, and he just falls in. The other ones are going to be a little bit of nudging, but we're going to put 5 of them each in, or 5 of them in each one of these. So that's 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to need the normal pumpkins, and 5. So that's 5 in there. So that's maximum capacity, if I think right. I think I saw that it was like 120 per layer, and 5 times 24 is 120, so that's what we're gonna do. So I'm just gonna fill these in now, and then we'll go for a test spin on this. Alright, it is done. That is everything, I believe, to be honest. Yes, it is. All of these are now in, and it's 120 in total. So quite a few of them, but now we actually have to get this farm started, and that's gonna be quite easy, I believe. So right there. We just gotta place some blocks. I wonder if I still have the trapdoors. I think that should work, just like that. And then we just need to build a platform on the way over here for some things to spawn on. And since it's nighttime now, we better get along doing this, because yep, it's going down for sure. I'm starting to see the sun, and I need to get the zombie in there before the sun rises. And I don't know why this. Oh, okay, yeah, this is bad. No, another skeleton. I need a zombie. Okay, that's a zombie. That's a zombie. Okay, come on now. You come this way. And you gotta get in here. You've got to get in here before you start burning. No, don't fire at him yet. There we go. Okay, he's in. Perfect. That should be everything we need. And now these guys should start shooting him. And quite soon we should start seeing a couple of spawns happening. If I get this platform out of here. Alright, I'm sorry for the weird audio on the last couple of clips in this video, but that should be fixed now. And I mean, here's the farm. Like, it's a great farm. I think I've AFK'd not even an hour. I haven't even AFK, I've just been standing here and hitting. It's a great XP farm as well. I've gotten like 23 levels, I believe, now, from 80 to like 103. But if we have a look in the chest, we already have almost a stack of blocks, and that is just amazing, because to mine this, that takes a while. So to get all of this for just like 30 minutes is really good. That's 30 minutes to an hour. I don't really know the exact time, but just look at the rates on this. Just look at them. It's sad that you don't get any tridents or stuff like that, but I don't really mind. The copper is good enough. But I'm gonna just stay a little bit here. Actually, no, I'm gonna come back here later on and yeah, use the farm. But for now, just look at how effective it is. It takes a little bit time to start, and I'm so excited to be building a blimp around this one in the future. I actually, if you have a look at my Discord, I've sent a picture of how I imagine the blimp kind of looking. Not exactly, it's just some concept art. I should probably... no, I'm gonna leave the copper. Yeah, it's just some concept art on how I feel like the blimp, or how I really think the blimp would look good. So if you want to join the Discord and check that out, be my guest. But we have some fixing up to do, so let's head over to the village. Alright, coming back in the village here, and I want to start rethinking of how we are building up this village, and what I want to turn into a kind of empire. So I was just... I don't know what I was doing. I was probably scrolling for YouTube or something, or my Discord, and I saw a video from Fwip. Alright, just walking around our village here, I really feel like we need to do some changes. Okay, that is so rude of you just to interrupt me as I'm trying to speak. Anyways, like I was saying, I think it's time for us to start rethinking of how we are making this. And one of the things why I made this copper farm is because I want to start to get a bit of a story in here, and I want to start to have a little bit of a theme and give all of these characters some more build than what they... or not build, some more... Wait, did I say some more these characters some more build? What I meant to say is I want to be making these builds have a little bit more character than they do right now. And I really think that we need to be converting this village that it is right now into a full-on empire. Now, while I was on my Discord just looking around, trying to look at some builds on Fwip's Discord, what people have posted, I saw that he had released a new video, and that was how he explained how he made his empire on the Empire's SMP. So I'll leave a link to that the video in the description, just because I think that it was very inspiring, and I want to try to create a little bit of an empire here. So we've already built the copper farm up here, and I think we just build on that idea now and kind of make this into a copper empire. So we are going to be supplying copper. That's going to be one of our things we get. So we need to have a place where that copper comes from, except from that farm, because we're probably going to want to make a big mine or something where we mine copper, and now I'm just running around in circles. But anyways, we're going to continue running around in circles. Like I was saying, just coming in here and starting to steampunk the area up as well, because copper, I feel like that has a very steampunky vibe to it, and I've seen so much steampunky stuff with the copper colors and stuff, and I just feel so inspired, and I want to start doing that. So I feel like copper is the best resource for us in this empire, and I want to start to build a little bit of a lore around the copper industry and this empire and other empires in our surrounding area. Now, obviously, the world right now is only me. So, or right now I say, it's always only going to be me because it's a single play world. But I still want it to feel like there's other people here, or at least other empires controlling stuff. So we're going to be making up trade routes going off in the distance. And maybe in the future, once we get done with this empire, we'll move on and start making a new one. If we survive that long, that is. But for now, I think that's just a great starting off point. And I really want to start to focus on this and start planning the empire. And I think this hill right over here is going to be the perfect place to put the main village part. And then we're going to have the castle as well in some part. I have no idea. But this right here is going to be turned into the main part of the village. And yeah, I think this is going to start looking amazing really quite fast. But we're going to start working on those kind of things probably in the next one, and start planning out some roads, building some roads, and building towards off into that. But for now, I think we need to fix up this area. A lot of things here are just missing things. This building has an amazing interior, I would like to say, but I still feel like it's missing a lot of stuff. The outside is nowhere decorated, anything. Like, that building is so much better than this one. And yeah, I just want to fix this one up, make it look more steampunky. I want some steam. Along with that building there, I want that one looking more, and I want this one. So I'm just going to get cracking on. I've been doing a little bit of thinking, and I think we're going to remake this building again, because this piping here doesn't really it doesn't have a purpose at all. It's just there.
no purpose with it. So instead, I want this to be the first house in this area. And I really want us to show that with it being a really small smeltery. And on the backside here, we're probably gonna add some sort of mine entrance, like just a little small mine entrance that the people who first settled here were using to find the copper. And I think that could really add to the story that we're building. And oh man, do I have to move this one in the future sometime. But for now, let's not worry about that. But I think that could really add to the story. So I'm going to try to crack on and try to make some kind of forge thing or foundry. Not a forge, a foundry. A small just thing for us to smelt up ore and use in the following builds. Like this one over here and this one. And then in the future, we will make a bigger foundry for the mass producing of copper. Alright, but here our little starter foundry is. And I played around with some armor stands with the armor statues data pack. And I filled this little bowl here with the raw copper ore. Then we have the thing here. We have something checking like the pressure or something. I'm not really too sure what this is, but I think just adding that looks alright. So I'm going to keep it there. It's tanking something, maybe some fuel or something in there. I don't know. But then down here we have a little bit of a smithing thing for some copper. And then out here we have a little bit of a wagon. And yeah, as this town grows and grows, we're gonna outgrow these wagons and we're gonna have to eventually come up with some kind of vehicles that are actually like probably steam powered and some steampunky stuff. And I think that's gonna be really cool. And then we could come in down here and add maybe like a small, what is it called? A small just ruined one of these because it's not being used anymore. And this whole thing here is not going to be used that long because once we get the main foundry in, this one's probably going to be quite relevant. But this is just the starter here and it's just going to be staying in this order because I just love this. I really love this like color dash here. I saw this also on one of Whip's videos, but he did it with warped. And I was just, I'm going to try it here. Maybe it fits, maybe it doesn't. So yeah, I really think it does. And I need to add a couple of more blocks on the outside there so it just doesn't look that flat. But I'm really happy with that. And in here we have a little bit of a workshop, as we know. And yeah, I think this house looks a lot better now. And we also have the chimney up here, which is just looking absolutely lovely. And I want to add a little bit of a mine entrance on the side here, but I'm going to do that quite soon. But I also want to start working on the rest of the buildings and trying to lively them up a little bit. So this one is next on the list. And I want to add some magical particles around the top here, as I said I was going to do when I built this. And I also want to add some working things down here, so it actually looks like this building has some kind of purpose. I don't know really yet, so I'm just going to keep tinkering and we'll figure it out. Okay, I didn't really work on this. I actually just went straight over here instead, and I put up this little starter mine here that I wish we had done so much earlier. And just look at this. I absolutely love this. And if you're standing around up here, it looks like it actually leads to somewhere. But if you, you pop down here, yeah, it just ends. Yeah. We don't have to go down there that much though, but I added some copper here to like kind of resemble that. We're taking the copper and we're turning it into copper, and I'm still in love with this cauldron here. Absolutely in love. But I've also started oxidizing some copper, and this is going so fast when you space it out like this. This one's already done. That's insane. I'm gonna have to come in here and change some of these out. I also have some at the bottom of the world. But anyways, I'm not gonna do this one in this episode, but in the next one, we are gonna start working on this one instead. So I'm gonna do one of the houses each episode. And in this one, I want to start working on a ravine. I might have mentioned it in the last one or the one before that I wanted to make a ravine. I also have some more copper down here. Don't worry about me. I'm just trying to age it. But I might have mentioned that I wanted a ravine, and I've kind of figured it out now that I want a ravine going from somewhere here all the way over to the river over here. And I want that to kind of be, I don't know what I want it to be honest, but I want it to going like over here and then being a little bit of a waterfall down into the ravine. And I think actually putting it out here and then making it go like this over and ending up over right before those woods could be a really good preparation for kind of a natural boundary to where the farmland and stuff stops and where the city is gonna start. It's always gonna be a little bit of farmland on this side as well, but then the city is gonna kick in, and I think this empire is gonna grow to be something super nice. But I think I'm just gonna start mining. I'm not gonna do a time lapse because we've already done a few time lapses in this one, and we'll see what we can get started. So this is kind of what I'm thinking of a ravine. It's gonna be wider than it is currently, but like just the general area, and how even more stuff oxidized now. But this is just like the general size of it. We should actually check it on the map real quick. Okay, so that is it on the map right now. Obviously, the beacon is not going to be there in the future. But actually, can you see that beacon? You can. I think that's the beacon. Right there. Yeah, that's the beacon right there. Anyways, and you can also see all of these little dots now. It looks kind of funny. With all the copper dots here. But anyways, I think this is a good size. Like, it coming in, it going from over here. Gets a little bit wider in this area here, and also like over here. So it's going to be wider in this part, and then it's going to narrow off and probably fade off over here somewhere. And I think I love this so far. I also want to put my nether portal in here now, as I'm thinking of it, probably. And okay, I think this is actually going to turn out really cool. And there's another zombie in one of my walls. I thought I placed torches in here, but I did not. Okay, so the river's a little bit more wide in this general area here now. I think I still want to widen a little bit more on like this side perhaps. And in here is going to be one of the like slimmest bits I can actually show you, because I want to have the path running through there and a little bit of a bridge. So that's going to be kind of like the slimmest area, because otherwise why would they build the bridge over the biggest area? And I want to wonder, I kind of want to dig this one out sideways perhaps. I don't really know yet. I want to widen this bit here quite a lot though, that I know. But other than that, I think this is actually starting to look really good. So this is quite a short bit here, and it's going to be a little bit of a small bridge to get down and over there. But I think that's going to have to be it for this video. I'm sorry if it is a little bit shorter than I usually do. I just want to get this one out. I've spent so much work on it now with the guardian, or not the guardian farm, the copper farm over there. I have been doing other things that I will be showing in a future video. And which also has to do with a farm. It's nothing building or anything like that. And we've done some general work around the area. And yeah, I think that this ravine is where we're gonna leave it off. And in the next episode, we can start planning. I did not mean to add an event marker, but yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.